I can still recall that night with a clarity that unsettles me. It began like countless others in our marriage, me trudging in after a long, draining day, hoping for a little warmth, only to find my wife Hannah absorbed in her own world. She sat on the couch, eyes glued to her phone, its glow commanding more attention than the man standing at the door. I set my keys on the counter and tried to sound casual. Hey, maybe tonight we could just hang out. You and me. No distractions. Maybe a movie, a glass of wine. Her gaze flicked up, expression flat, almost irritated. Then came the words that hit me harder than I ever expected. Not tonight. No reasoning, no apology, nothing. Just two cold words, final and unyielding. I forced a laugh, pretending it didn't hurt, telling myself she was simply tired, that tomorrow could be different. But deep down I felt it, the sharp sting of being dismissed. This wasn't new. It had been creeping in, day by day, month by month, the distance between us widening with quiet inevitability. I didn't press. I never did. I nodded, whispered that I understood, though I didn't. Hannah retreated to the bedroom, door clicking shut behind her, leaving me alone with the growing weight of my thoughts. Then came a knock, soft, tentative, but enough to pull me from my gloom. I opened the door and froze. Leah, Hannah's twin sister, stood there. I'd always known Leah, holidays, birthdays, occasional drop-ins, but there was something undeniably different about her. Same features, same dark hair, same striking eyes, yet her presence felt lighter, freer, more daring. Where Hannah was guarded, Leah was open. Where Hannah was restrained, Leah carried mischief like second nature. "Hey," she said, that familiar half-smile lingering. "Is Hannah around?" "She's resting," I replied, keeping my tone careful. Leah stepped inside anyway, her eyes scanning me like she already knew the truth I was trying to hide. She perched at the edge of the couch, close enough for her presence to be tangible, but distant enough to seem proper. "You okay?" she asked gently. I wanted to say yes. I wanted to lie, to brush it off, but my face betrayed me. "Not tonight." I murmured, voice heavy. Lately, it's always not tonight. I feel invisible. Her expression softened. She leaned back, exhaling slowly, and for a fleeting moment, the room held only silence. Then she said something I'll never forget, then let me. I blinked, heart hammering, caught between disbelief and temptation. "Excuse me?" Her gaze held mine, unwavering. She leaned a fraction closer, voice just above a whisper. "If Hannah won't see you, if she can't see what she has, let me remind you that you deserve to be seen, to be wanted." It was like a jolt of air left the room. My rational mind screamed at me, warning of danger, betrayal, catastrophe. And yet, another part of me, the wounded, yearning part, wanted to believe her. "Leah, you can't, she's your sister," I said, struggling to find my voice. Her smile wasn't teasing, it was sad. "I know," she admitted softly, "but I also know you don't deserve this. You waited far too long for her to notice, to come back to you. And she never does. I see how you care, how you hope, and she leaves you waiting." Her words cut through me, not because they were seductive, but because they were undeniable truths. I had been waiting for Hannah to notice me again, to care, to meet me halfway. In that waiting, I had lost pieces of myself. Leah reached out, placing her hand over mine. My body tense, electricity running through me, but I didn't pull away. Her touch was gentle, comforting, a reminder that I still existed, that I still mattered. Before I could respond, the bedroom door creaked open. Hannah appeared, eyes narrowing as they landed on us. Time stopped. Her twin's hand on mine, the guilt etched across my face and the shock in her gaze. She didn't shout. She didn't cry. She didn't say a word. She just stared long enough for the silence to scream louder than any argument could. Then she turned, slipped back into the bedroom, and closed the door behind her. Leah withdrew her hand, expression unreadable. "I'm sorry," she murmured, standing. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." And just like that, she was gone. I sat alone, the hum of the house filling the emptiness, heart racing, thoughts spiraling. What had just occurred? What was I meant to do now? That night, I didn't sleep. I lay staring at the ceiling, weighed down by the reality of our marriage. The distance, the rejection, the emotional void. I thought about Hannah and how many times she had closed herself off, shutting me out. I thought about Leah and how her words had awakened something both dangerous and undeniable. And in that quiet, I realized it wasn't about Leah. It wasn't about the temptation. It was about Hannah, about the widening gap between us, about the cracks in a bond one had once thought unbreakable. And that truth, that was a real shock.